Listen, I'm a military vet of 22 years. I don't do anything. I don't hang in no streets. Not enough to video record my situation. Why is he video recording and then put shit on Instagram? Is it?
Yeah. I hate cops.
Okay, thank you.
They know who I am.
Hey boss, next time, and I know that you're already here and you're in the middle of our scene, but the next time I'm going to have to ask you to step on the outside.
This isn't your scene, Jack. This is my freedom. This is my sidewalk. You can go pound sand. Don't ever give me a directive again. Don't talk to me. Don't tell me what to do. Mind your own effing business. Don't you ever tell me. I'll stand right here anytime I want, copper, and there's nothing your little ass can do about it. So shut your front door, all right? Shut the front door. Don't come at me. I can stand here all I want. You're not going to intimidate me. Oh, yes, I can. I'm doing it, aren't I? I'm not moving, am I? If you want to arrest me, do it. Oh, no, I'm a constitutional law scholar. I don't play games. I sue your happy ass. I take you to the cleaners, bro. You go listed on Google as a federal civil rights lawsuit that you violated my rights. No, eat my shorts, copper. I'm still standing here. Don't tell me what to do. You're a cancer, bro. You're a cancer. Cops are a cancer on America. You're a cancer on freedom, so shut your mouth. Don't tell me what to do. Mind your own business, and I wouldn't have said anything to you. I was walking by to film the interaction. Don't tell me what to do. It's not your place. You're overstepping your boundaries. The rankings were put in by a guy named August Vollmer. August Vollmer created the ranking system in policing.
August Vollmer is one of the most significant figures in the history of American policing and is probably responsible for more modernization of policing as a profession than any other figure in American history.
And these guys were being very fair to this guy. They didn't put him in torture cuffs. They just had him there. They were talking to him. They weren't physically holding him. They weren't physically jerking on his body. He wasn't even in torture cuffs.
But the young cop,
but he was like up
great.
on you like
this.
Yeah,
right. Pushing up, pressure. Right, I say, pressure. Can I get 10 feet? Don't put your feet almost in between my leg like you're ready to cuff me.
Oh, he was up on you like that?
Yeah. Let's do this on the camera. One love, man.
One love, bro.
I love you,
They're
man.
trying to divide us by race.
They are.
Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. It's about civil rights.
It's about civil rights.
The rankings were put in by a guy named August Vollmer. August Vollmer created the ranking system in policing.
August Vollmer was born to immigrant parents from Germany in New Orleans in 1876. His father died when he was 8 years old, and his mother moved the family to San Francisco 2 years after that. They later moved to Berkeley, where Vollmer worked at a feed store to help support the family.
My situation.
Look forward.
No, man.
Look forward.
No, I'm not.
Look forward.
I'm gonna look that way. Why is he video recording and then put shit on Instagram? Why? Is it?
Yeah. I hate cops.
Okay, thank you.
They know who I am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and I'll send you something. Okay, so that's where we're at, right? Okay, so let's yeah, let's get this going. So everything calms down some more.
So pretty much when you're in this situation, you want to shut the front door. You want to pull out your trifold or your Fifth Amendment cop card, and you want to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You want to be quiet. You don't want to talk to cops. And now that you're going to have that Fifth Amendment cop card in your pocket,
That's what we're going to try and figure out. We're going to just give her a ride back to the car. And then give her a ride. Drive up to your sister's house and stay at your sister's house for a while. And then when you're ready to go back to the police, well, here's it.
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
I don't want you guys going back there right now, and then in 30 minutes we're back at your apartment, or we're like driving out looking for you guys to the office, and she's calling us.
This break right here is already sold.
It might be. And she said she wanted to say something positive. She denied that you did anything to her. Okay. Well, like I said, here's the issue. But here's the main issue. Okay. So had you first one, when you were at the apartment, she didn't want to get out of the car. You're like, okay, I would get out of the car. And then you went inside.
She can't ride the car. She can't even park.
Right, but you could have parked the car.
such a waste of
inside,
resources.
right?
More cops are coming. More cops are coming.
That would have resolved the issue. First of all.
She wasn't ready.
Well, no, but you're an adult. You could have walked away too, right? Okay. So that's where you could have walked away.
That's true. But I tried to. But the
Number
thing about
two.
it, what I tried to do was leave in the car.
Yeah.
Well,
So
here's
the
I understand
thing.
what you're saying. I could have just parked the car, took the keys out, and
Exactly.
upstairs.
Exactly.
And
Because if she's staying in the car and
I
you
ain't-
driving away, all that's doing is continuing. Right. That's not fixing the problem, right? So once she called us, and then you even talked to officers in our dispatch, you could have stopped somewhere. We would have come talk to you, and we would have been doing this a lot less. We would have been able to like, hey, you know what? It's instead of sending officers out to all the stores that you stopped at to try and verify that you actually stopped there and that things were happening, like you said they were happening. Because at that point we're like, okay, he's driving around and she's saying he won't put you out of the car, and then you're telling this stuff. Well, I don't want to stop because the cops. I want to do that.
Yeah,
exactly.
I said to you,
cop was
y'all
concerned
trying
about
to
me.
track my location.
The other cop said,
I'm not
don't
doing that.
mess with
Because
them.
I didn't want to go back to jail, bro.
Right.
Not
Well,
doing
the
anything
way
wrong
you
to mess with them.
don't go back to jail is not do things that look like you're doing things, right? If you don't want to go back to jail, then you guys start arguing to the point where she's calling the cops, walk away and call us too and go, hey, I'm right down the street. I'll talk to you.
I could have parked the car, left her in it, and walked down there and say, hey,
walk down.
and then call and say,
Yeah,
hey,
and say,
I'm
hey,
right here.
I'm over here. I don't want to be near her. I'll be right here. I'll wait for you. Then we would have come over there and talked. Okay, then we would have done that, right?
That's good, Mom.
Same thing. You drive around, start talking, just pull over in the parking lot, or people will witness it. You can stand outside the car. Hey, she's going crazy in the car. I'm sitting over here. She's still sitting in the car. I'll stay on the corners until somebody gets you. Then
That's good info.
you're not going to get in. You're still going to get
That's
right?
good info. Okay, I got it.
So,
I know you got to give me that.
all right. If you have any questions, I can get out of here in a second. Just put this stuff in your pocket. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with her real quick. And then, once we figure out how we're going to get her home, then let's go to the sisters. Like I said, just go hang out with something for a little while. Make sure everything's calmed down. We go back to it. So we decide to go back with your stuff, or you go back for the night and you think it's going to escalate, what are you going to do? Call and walk away, right? And then we'll come out and we'll have to get instructions for people like go back to sisters for the night. Cool? Okay.
She got everything.
But you're going with sister, right? Well, no, we're gonna give her a ride. We're gonna give her a ride to the car, and the daughter can drive the car. We're gonna bring daughter back when we drop her off. That's my car, I see it. No, that's my car also. I'm gonna drive.
We're just going to inside here real quick while we figure out what's So who's driving our car? Okay. You guys want to just go ahead and take her?
Our car's over here.
Yeah.
You guys want to bring over here?
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's walk over here to my car real quick.
Boss, next time, and I know that you're already here and you're in the middle of our scene, but the next time I'm going to have to ask you to step on the outside.
This isn't your scene, Jack. This is my freedom. This is my sidewalk. You can go pound sand. Don't ever give me a directive again.
Okay.
Don't talk to me. Don't tell me what to do.
understand
Mind
that?
your own effing business.
No,
Don't
sir,
you
this
ever
is
tell me.
our
I'll
scene.
stand right here anytime I want, copper, and there's nothing your little ass can do about it. So shut your front door, all right? Shut the front door. Don't come at me. I can stand here all I want. You're not going to intimidate me.
We're in the middle of
Oh, yes, I can. I'm doing it, aren't I? I'm not moving, am I? If you want to arrest me, do it.
We're not going to play these
Oh, no, I'm a constitutional law scholar. I don't play games. I sue your happy
This
ass.
is the game.
I take you to the cleaners,
This
bro.
is the game.
You go listed on Google as a federal civil rights lawsuit that you violated my rights. No, eat my shorts, copper. I'm still standing here. Don't tell me what to do. You're a cancer, bro. You're a cancer. Cops are a cancer on America. You're a cancer on freedom, so shut your mouth. Don't tell me what to do. Mind your own business, and I wouldn't have said anything to you. I was walking by to film the interaction. Don't tell me what to do. It's not your place. You're overstepping your boundaries. You are overstepping your boundaries. If you had kept your mouth, I didn't say a word to this guy. Not a single word. Until you gave me a directive, now you got the stick, and you're gonna look like an idiot on the internet. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Go take your ranking and go shove it up your backside. Don't talk to me, dude. These guys never had a problem with me. You're the jackboot thug pig. And you're the leader, which is the worst part. You got the most stripes. You're the reason why they become jackboot thug pigs, bud. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my daddy, I'm your boss. There's a big difference. Don't tell me where I can stand on a public sidewalk. It's not your scene, this is freedom. It's my freedom.
Yeah, let me see. Finance. So let them get in the phone real quick and seek, and then
You see me backing up? When they bring the alleged suspect over, I step 10 feet away. Look. I stepped 10 feet away. If he had not told me what to do, he had to tell me what to do. He just had to tell me what to do. He had to tell me what to do, and he got his ass taken to school because of it. You don't tell me what to do. I wasn't bothering anybody. I was simply filming. And since they blocked the sidewalk, I was trying to walk through to see if they were doing anything to the guy who is the alleged suspect or someone who called about him. It only takes a phone call, and your whole life is ruined. But I will not tolerate being pushed around by a jackboot thug pig as he goes and calls himself lieutenant or major or colonel. You're none of those things, bud. You're a civilian. The rankings were put in by a guy named August Vollmer. August Vollmer created the ranking system in policing.
August Vollmer was born to immigrant parents from Germany and New Orleans in 1876. His father died when he was 8 years old, and his mother moved the family to San Francisco 2 years after that. They later moved to Berkeley, where Vollmer worked at a feed store to help support the family. When war broke out against Spain, Vollmer enlisted in the 8th Corps in the United States Army. He was involved in the taking of Manila and over 25 combat engagements after that. Vollmer also took part in the Philippine-American War, which sparked after the United States took colonial possession of the Philippines from Spain after defeating them. Many of the tactics Vollmer learned while crushing Filipino resistance would later be applied at home on U.S. citizens. After serving his term in a Philippine-American War, Vollmer returned home to Berkeley, where he was given a role in a post office as a letter carrier. On his mail route one day, he stopped a construction flat car from colliding with a commuter train full of passengers. This heroic act got him in the town newspapers, which in turn made the wealthy and influential of Berkeley vouch for him to become marshal. There is another reason why the wealthy of Berkeley wanted Vollmer to become marshal. California had a significant influx of Asian population, a group the wealthy at the time felt needed to be kept in check. Vollmer's experience in suppressing Philippine guerrillas in the past was viewed as highly desirable. Some of Vollmer's friends in City Hall even reportedly told him it will be a fighting job for whoever takes it. That's why we want you, Gus. You were a pretty good fighting man when you went up against those Googles over in the islands. Vollmer was elected as the town marshal of Berkeley in 1905.
1929, he participated in something called the Wickersham Commission. The Wickersham, it's available on DeleteLawZ.com for free. You can read it for free. It's a very hard read, and there's so much of it, it's like reading 5 Bibles. So you can only nitpick and choose parts of the Wickersham to read. But August Vollmer was a big part of that. And the reason why they have a ranking system today, the reason why they have guns today, is because of August Vollmer.
I'd like to pause here and remark that this pattern of techniques used to subjugate foreigners overseas, being imported back home and applied on a local population, will repeat across many areas, not just in policing. For an example, the IMF used to supply underdeveloped countries with massive loans that are unpayable. After a national default, public assets would be seized and privatized. We now see a similar situation with the Federal Reserve, serving the American government with debt that could never be repaid. Again, every subjugation technique used overseas is perfected first on foreigners and then imported back home to be applied against the local population.
Everything that I teach you guys is based on historical fact and understanding your constitutional rights. You have a right to film this jackboot thug pig. He does not have a right to tell you where you can stand. You can stand anywhere that's public. If he wants to put tape up here, then I have to go outside the tape. But he can't tell me where I can stand on a public sidewalk. That's why in your trifold, Tesh Lines versus Danforth, when you park on the side of the road, you mention Tesh Lines versus Danforth allows me to stop. It also allows me to travel. I have the freedom to travel in the United States of America. That's how it works. You have to state the right that you're invoking. I'm invoking my right to travel. That means my right to stop. Tesh Lines versus Danforth in your trifold. It's in your trifold. And these guys were being very fair to this guy. They didn't put him in torture cuffs. They just had him there. They were talking to him. They weren't physically holding him. They weren't physically jerking on his body. He wasn't even in torture cuffs. They didn't take any of his stuff. He was standing there. Cops are a cancer, but they were treating him fair. They weren't treating this guy unfairly. When I came up, he explained to them, this guy's here to protect you. He doesn't like cops. It's true. I hate cops. I don't like them. I don't hate all cops. I don't hate you. I hate cops like this one who has to give me a directive. Don't give me a directive when I'm not bothering anybody. I'm on a public sidewalk. If there's a crime scene here, then you put up crime tape. You notice when that guy walked at me, what I didn't do is I didn't move my feet. I see a lot of activists, a lot of auditors, when the cop walks towards them, they start to move or they start to run. I put my feet there and I said, I'm not moving. That's the battle right now, is they're trying to take our public land where we have public right-of-ways, we have public easements, and they're trying to stop that. That's why when your activism is happening and they try to tell you or they walk up to you, they try to get you to move, don't move your feet. There's no crime tape up here. It's on a public sidewalk. They block the sidewalk. I have every right to walk up and down the sidewalk. And this guy's not going to tell me where I can and can't stand. If there's a crime scene, then put up crime tape. They're a cancer. These guys are a cancer on society.
years were you in? 95.
Now he's telling him about his prison sentence,
Had an uncle that was in.
which you don't want to do. You don't want to tell him about your prison sentence.
Like late 80s, early 90s.
This guy walked right over to me, intimidate me. Don't let them intimidate you. You stand on your feet and you don't move your feet. If there's crime tape up, you have to move. There's no crime tape up. I was within my rights, and that's why he didn't try to arrest me, because I was within my rights. You guys handled this very well. Thank you. You guys handled this very well. You didn't put him in torture cuffs. You didn't give me directives. You let me do my job. I let you do yours.
I appreciate you. What's your name?
I'm Chille. It's
Chille?
on DeleteLawZ.
Yeah, they told me that you do this.
That's
all
what
the
I
time.
do.
And when I saw you pull on, I'm like, why the hell is they filming?
Why'd they stop you?
But anyway, they stopped me because my wife got
They treated
out.
you fair. They treated you
Well,
fair. I mean, I know it was rough, but
Okay,
they didn't put you in torture cuffs.
Listen to me. So I'm gonna say this on camera that the young buck that's green.
Did we put you in torture cuffs?
No, he didn't put me in torture cuffs, but he just kept in my boundary where I couldn't move. You know, and I'm trying
Yeah,
to tell
I
him
know.
that listen, this is just a simple,
I know.
disagreement between me and my wife. You know, she's calling and saying that I'm doing this, that, and other. But then when you guys get here, you guys are trying to track me and find out where I'm at. And I told y'all I will not let y'all track me. And then I pulled over so y'all can track me. And so now that we're here, because I'm not trying to go to jail. Listen, I'm a military vet of 22 years. I don't do anything. I don't hang in those streets.
Oh, I thought you were
served-
telling about you went to prison.
No.
Oh, you were talking about your time you served in the
My
military.
time in the service.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in
okay.
the military, I
okay.
did 22 years. But you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But don't treat me
I thought
like...
you were telling about prison. I was
No.
like, don't tell him about your prison sentence.
No, don't treat me like I'm some type of vagrant or something.
Right, like
you
you're
know
a
what I'm saying?
criminal because
yeah,
you're black.
And then, because I'm black.
Right. No,
Because
we know
I'm
it.
black.
We know it.
And then,
but just so you know, it's also poor white people
it's always poor white people. I'm not,
Anybody that
and
can
I mentioned
dominate.
that, and I mentioned that to them. I say anybody of low degree, then you guys all y'all want to do is get a ticket and a number of
That's
locking
right.
somebody up.
That's right.
And then you probably step on my neck. You know what I'm saying? Without my hands is on top of the motor.
I was happy
This,
to
that, and
see
other.
they didn't have you in torture cuffs.
Yes, but the young cop.
But he was like
he's
up
great.
on you like
yeah,
this. Right.
pushing up, pressure. I
Right,
say,
pressure.
can I get 10 feet? You know.
Right. I gave him 10 feet.
Yeah, you're in my boundary.
I gave him 10 feet, though.
I don't care if you stop me, I still have a boundary
Right.
that you're supposed to respect.
I mean,
If I'm not being irate or anything, then you're supposed to respect my boundary. My hands are on top of the car. I'm not. You got everything out of my pockets. There's no weapons. There's no nothing. And
Right.
I'm
At that point, you should leave him some space.
give me some of that.
Right.
10 feet.
Yeah. Or just 5 feet. Just,
Whatever.
Just this far away.
Yeah.
So that we can
But
I can put an arm out and I'm
yeah,
not there touching.
but don't put your feet
But he was
almost in between. Don't put your feet almost in between. Turn it down there. Don't put your feet almost in between my leg like you're ready to cuff me.
Oh, he was up on you like that?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
man.
Don't do that.
Oh,
Because
dude.
I'm not being
That would've
irate.
pissed me
and
off,
when I saw you pull over, I was like, oh, who is this?
I got your
And
back.
then they was like, oh, he got your back.
I got your
I was
back.
like, cool.
They know who I am,
We
bro.
solid. I appreciate that, my brother. Let's do this on the camera. One love, man.
One love, bro.
I love you,
They're
man.
trying to divide us by race.
They are.
Don't let them do it.
They not.
Don't let them do it. It's about civil rights.
It's about civil rights.
It's about. Is that you?
That's my sister.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go get her. DeleteLawZ, okay?
Hey, go ahead.
It's-
I'm follow you.
It's DeleteLawZ on YouTube. You got that? Okay. Listen, if the cops don't, for you cops who are the good cops, and I talk to a few good cops all the time. It's hard to say good cops, but I talk to a few men and women in blue who are in constant contact with me. There's several from all different departments around the country. If you want to remain a good, or it's so hard to say those two words together, if you want to remain in good standings with the people, if I'm standing there filming, minding my own business, just doing my job, I didn't say anything to those cops, nothing. You guys saw it, it's on camera. Don't give me a directive when I'm on my public right of way. This is my public right of way. It is not your right of way to tell me this is my stop. No, bud, this is my freedom. And every single activist who watches this have to understand, this is our freedom. This is not your stop. And you need to start telling them that. And when they walk up to you and they walk up to intimidate, you saw what I did. I said, I'm not moving my feet. What are you going to do? Nothing. There's no crime tape up, meaning that I don't have to move anywhere. He was trying to trick me and tell me that I was in the wrong. He would have violated my rights. I would have gone to jail, and I would have sued that Jack Boot Thug pig. All right, I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.
Right now you're recording me, right?
And you're a public officer. There is no.
Did you ask if you could record me?
This is your daily friendly reminder that it's your God-given right to be able to film police.
Right now, I'm asking you not to record me.
If a cop says to you that you're not allowed to film police, you pull out your Fifth Amendment cop card or you pull out your trifold and you show him that you have a First Amendment right to film him, and that right was upheld in the 2017 case of Turner versus Driver.
Okay.
What I'm asking you is to stop recording me right now.
Can you?
Do not listen to lying Jack Boot Thug pigs whose only agenda is to stop you from recording them.
Every dang rule in this place because people don't know the rules of the land.
Okay.
You have a right to film police. It's unequivocal.